Hello, welcome to Divided Nexus Pet Stories YouTube channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. This is the story of Crackers, the Whisker Protocol. By day, the third grade classroom of Mrs. Gable is a place of finger paints and alphabet songs, but beneath the cedar chips of the classroom pet enclosure lies the beating heart of global security. Crackers, a Syrian hamster of peak physical condition, isn't dreaming of sunflower seeds. He is monitoring the encrypted data streams of the planet. His prehensile mind, a gift of classified bioengineering, processes petabytes of data while he nibbles on a piece of organic lettuce inside the subterranean Whisker Command Center, located 3 stories beneath the school's foundation. Crackers dons his miniaturized tactical harness. The carbon fiber plates snap into place with a satisfying click, housing a suite of tools that would make a secret agent blush. The monitors glow neon blue, reflecting off his specialized HUD goggles as he prepares for another night of unsung heroism. Tonight, the air feels different. A ghost signal has been pinging off the city's main power grid, a sequence so complex it could only be the work of a madman. Crackers checks his tactical computer, his small paws flying over a custom-built, haptic feedback keyboard. The data points to the Great Reset, a plan that could plunge the world back into the Stone Age. The mission is clear: find the source, stop the signal, and return before the school bell rings. The signal leads to the dark, rain-slicked rooftops of the financial district. Metro City is a sprawling monolith of glass and neon, a vertical labyrinth where the powerful play and the forgotten survive. Crackers navigates the steel girders with the grace of a shadow, his rodent Krav Maga training allowing him to scale vertical surfaces with ease. He isn't just a mouse in a maze. He is the architect of his own path. Intercepting a burst of data from a nearby cell tower, Crackers uncovers the mastermind behind the chaos, Dr. Maximilian Vane. Once a titan of genetics, Vane was cast out for his unethical experiments. Now he seeks vengeance by turning every smart device into a weapon of mass surveillance and destruction. The Great Reset isn't just a collapse. It's a takeover. Crackers pauses atop a gargoyle, his whiskers twitching as he detects a scent that shouldn't be here: stale tuna and ozone. He isn't alone on these rooftops. Shadows move in the darkness, lithe and predatory. The Feral Council, a syndicate of cybernetically enhanced tally cats, is on the hunt, and they have caught the scent of a hamster in a very expensive suit. Out of the darkness steps Baron Cat, a Siamese cat whose elegance is matched only by his cruelty. One side of his face is a mask of scarred fur and a glowing red cybernetic eye that whirs as it locks onto Crackers. Behind him, the Feral Council emerges, cats with metal-plated paws and neural link collars. They are Vane's enforcers. The predators of the New World Order. A brave little mouse, Baron Cat purrs, his voice a gravelly rasp transmitted through a vocal synthesizer. Vane promised us the run of the city once the signal goes live. No more scrap hunting, no more shelters. We will be the kings of the ruins, and you are just a snack before the feast. Crackers doesn't respond with words. He reaches into his pouch and primes a pellet bomb. With a flick of his wrist, the small explosive hits the vents, releasing a cloud of high-intensity sneezing powder and smoke. As the cats cough and lash out blindly, Crackers deploys his prototype jet glider, disappearing into the neon fog of the lower levels. Disaster strikes before Crackers can reach his next objective. His cum-link crackles with the voice of Director Stout, his mentor at Whisker. Crackers, stand down. We have evidence you've been leaking agency protocols to Vane. You are being labeled a rogue agent. Tactical teams are inbound to your location. The realization hits like a physical blow. There is a mole inside the agency, someone high enough to fabricate evidence and turn his own people against him. Crackers is framed, hunted, and alone in a city that is rapidly losing its mind to Vane's frequency. The sirens of the tail chasers' drone-augmented greyhounds echo through the ventilation shafts. He can't go back to the base. He can't call for backup. Every sensor in the city is now looking for a Syrian hamster with a tactical signature. Crackers dives into the one place the drones can't easily follow, the chaotic, high-voltage heart of the city's fiber optic transit system. He is no longer just stopping a villain. He is fighting for his life. The tail chasers are relentless. These greyhounds have been outfitted with jet thrusters and neural link tracking visors, making them the ultimate pursuit predators. Crackers weaves through the subway tunnels, the roar of the oncoming 5 o'clock a.m. express train vibrating through his paws. He has to time this perfectly or he'll be nothing more than a smudge on the tracks. With a burst of speed from his harness, Crackers leaps onto the roof of the moving train. The wind howls, threatening to tear him away. Behind him, 3 tail chasers land on the car, their claws screeching against the metal. They are fast, but they don't have the low center of gravity or the spite of a framed operative. Crackers uses a localized EMP pulse from his belt, short-circuiting the lead hound's visor. The beast stumbles, causing a chain reaction that sends the pursuers tumbling into the wind, but the victory is short-lived. The train is heading straight for a blockade. Vane has anticipated his every move. The city is a trap, and the teeth are closing in. Forced off the tracks, Crackers takes to the urban jungle of the mid-level construction zones. Huge cranes tower over the city like skeletal giants. Here, the air is thin and the danger is vertical. He utilizes his jet glider, a pair of retractable polymer wings, to soar between half-finished floors, dodging the laser fire from Vane's remote-controlled drones. He finds a temporary sanctuary in a construction foreman's office, a small shack suspended hundreds of feet in the air. He taps into a hardline, bypassing the wireless signals Vane is monitoring. The truth is worse than he imagined. The mole isn't a person, but an AI program Vane planted years ago, waiting for the right moment to trigger the frame-up. If I can't clear my name with words, I'll do it with data, Crackers mutters, his cheeks stuffed with emergency rations. He begins uploading a counter-virus, but the upload will take time he doesn't have. The Feral Council has tracked his heat signature to the crane. Baron Cat is coming for his prize. The crane sways as Baron Cat lands on the roof of the shack. The Siamese villain doesn't wait for pleasantries. He tears through the ceiling with his hydraulic claws. Crackers rolls out of the way just in time, the metal floor groaning under the cat's weight. This isn't a fair fight, but Crackers has never played by the rules of size. Using the cramped space to his advantage, Crackers employs rodent Krav Maga, using Cat's own momentum against him. He slides between the cat's legs, planting a sticky explosive on the Baron's cybernetic leg. The explosion doesn't take the cat down, but it damages the servos, forcing Cat to limp. The predator is now wounded, and a wounded predator is twice as dangerous. You're stalling, rodent. Cat snarls, his red eye flickering. The signal begins in 5 minutes. Vane is already at the spire. You're fighting for a world that's already dead. Crackers ignores the taunt, kicks a fire extinguisher to create a distraction, and makes a leap of faith toward the central spire of Metro City. The spire is the tallest point in the city, the needle that stitches the clouds to the concrete. At its peak stands Dr. Maximilian Vane, surrounded by a ring of high-powered transmitters. He looks like a king overlooking a kingdom he is about to burn. The frequency is humming, a low-pitched vibration that makes Crackers' teeth ache. Welcome to the end of the digital age, little hero, Vane says, not even turning around. You were a magnificent experiment, Crackers, but you are a relic of a world that valued order over evolution. My signal will free humanity from their devices by making the devices their masters. Crackers reaches for his last pellet bomb, but Vane pulls a remote. A containment field snaps into existence, trapping the hamster in a shimmering cage of energy. Vane smiles, his finger hovering over the final execute key. The clock on the spire begins its final 60-second countdown to midnight. But Vane underestimated one thing: Crackers isn't just a soldier. He's a hacker. While Vane was gloating, Crackers was using the energy field's own frequency to bridge a connection to the spire's mainframe. His tactical harness glows white-hot as he pushes his onboard processor to its limit, rerouting the Great Reset signal back into the containment field with a deafening crackle of ozone. The energy field shatters. Crackers is launched into the air, but he deploys his glider at the last second. He dives at Vane, not with a bomb, but with a simple data spike. He jams the spike into the central console, injecting the counter-virus he finished at the construction site. The virus spreads like wildfire through the network, purging the Great Reset and the Mole program simultaneously. No. My legacy. Vane screams as the transmitters begin to melt from the feedback loop. The spire trembles as the massive energy buildup dissipates harmlessly into the atmosphere. The Great Reset is over. The signal is dead. As the first light of dawn touches the skyline of Metro City, the sirens of the real police and a very confused Auerheiser recovery team approach the spire. Vane and the Feral Council are taken into custody, their cybernetics neutralized. The evidence of Cracker's innocence is broadcast to every screen in the agency. He is no longer a rogue. He is a legend, but Crackers doesn't wait for the medals or the applause. He has a deadline. Using a hidden emergency chute, he descends through the city's plumbing and back into the school. He slips through the hidden lift in his cedar chip bedding, sheds his tactical harness, and hides it beneath a false floor. He quickly grooms his fur, smoothing out the battle-worn tufts. When the school janitor unlocks the classroom door at 7 o'clock a.m., he finds a small, fluffy hamster peacefully munching on a piece of lettuce. "Good morning, Crackers," the janitor says with a yawn. Crackers looks up, his dark eyes twinkling with a secret the world will never know. The world is safe, the school bell is about to ring, and it's almost time for a nap. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and until next time, stay super.